The dawn of superheroes, from pulp fiction to the silver screen. This journey is a fascinating tale of imagination, creativity, and cultural evolution. Superheroes were born in a time of great uncertainty. The 1930s were marked by economic depression and the looming threat of global conflict. The world was on the brink of war. People needed hope, something to believe in amidst the chaos and fear. They found it in the pages of comic books. These stories provided a much-needed escape from the harsh realities of everyday life. These colorful tales offered escape and inspiration. They were more than just stories, they were beacons of hope and resilience. The first comic book superheroes emerged in the late 1930s. They were a new kind of hero, one that could inspire and uplift. Superman, created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, took flight in 1938. He was the first of his kind, a hero with extraordinary powers. He became a symbol of hope and justice. His stories resonated with readers of all ages, offering a sense of security and optimism. Batman, created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger, followed in 1939. Unlike Superman, Batman was a mortal man, relying on his wits and resources. He embodied the fight against crime and corruption. His dark, brooding persona struck a chord with readers, offering a different kind of heroism. These characters resonated with readers. They were more than just entertainment, they were symbols of hope, justice, and the fight against evil. They offered a sense of power and possibility. People longed for heroes. Superheroes filled that void, becoming cultural icons. Early attempts to bring these characters to the big screen were met with mixed success. The transition from page to screen was not always smooth. These early adaptations often struggled to capture the essence of the comics. The limitations of the time made it difficult to fully realize these larger-than-life characters. Low budgets and limited technology presented significant challenges. Special effects were rudimentary, and the storytelling often fell short. Yet these early films paved the way for what was to come. They laid the groundwork for the future of superhero cinema, showing that these stories could be told on the big screen. They introduced the world to the possibility of superhero cinema. Despite their flaws, these early films sparked the imagination and set the stage for the blockbuster superhero movies we know today. Leaping from the panel's early attempts at superhero cinema. The journey of superheroes from comic book pages to the silver screen has been a fascinating one, filled with both triumphs and challenges. The 1940s saw the first forays into live-action superhero films. These early attempts were groundbreaking, setting the stage for what was to come. These were primarily serials, short films shown before feature presentations. They were designed to keep audiences coming back to the theater week after week. Adventures of Captain Marvel, released in 1941, was a notable example. It captured the imagination of audiences with its thrilling action and special effects. These serials were popular but lacked the sophistication of later adaptations. They were often limited by the technology and budgets of the time. The 1960s brought about a shift in tone and style. The era was marked by a more playful and experimental approach to superhero storytelling. The Batman TV series starring Adam West embraced camp and humor. It became a cultural phenomenon, known for its quirky villains and colorful sets. It was a hit with audiences, but deviated significantly from the source material. The show's lighthearted tone was a stark contrast to the darker themes of the comics. This era highlighted the challenges of translating the complexities of comic books to the screen. The rich narratives and intricate characters of the comics were difficult to capture in live action. Despite these early attempts, superhero films had yet to truly find their footing. The genre was still in its infancy, struggling to balance fidelity to the source material with the demands of the medium. The technology and resources needed to faithfully depict these characters were still evolving. Filmmakers were constantly experimenting with new techniques to bring superheroes to life. It would take a new decade and a new approach to unlock the true potential of superhero cinema. The groundwork laid by these early pioneers would eventually lead to the blockbuster spectacles we know today. Finding their footing, the breakthroughs of and the late 1970s marked a turning point. Richard Donner's 1978, starring Christopher Reeve, redefined the genre. The film captured the spirit of the comics while embracing a more serious and epic tone. Success proved that superhero films could be both commercially viable and critically acclaimed. It set a new standard for special effects and storytelling. Tim Burton's 1989, starring Michael Keaton, took a darker and more stylized approach. This gothic interpretation resonated with audiences, proving that superhero films could explore different genres and tones. as success demonstrated the power of a strong visual aesthetic and a compelling performance. These two films laid the groundwork for the superhero movie boom that would follow. A new millennium, a new breed and usher in a new era. The early 2000s witnessed a resurgence of superhero films. 2000, directed by Bryan Singer, introduced a team of superheroes grappling with prejudice and discrimination. This resonated with audiences, tapping into real-world anxieties about social acceptance and otherness. Sam Raimi's 2002, starring Tobey Maguire, captured the heart of the character. It explored themes of responsibility and self-sacrifice. Both films were critical and commercial successes, proving that audiences craved more complex and relatable superheroes. These films ushered in a new era of superhero cinema. They demonstrated the genre's potential to tackle social issues and explore deeper themes. Section 5. Assembling a Universe. The Rise of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The Marvel Cinematic Universe, or MCU, launched in 2008 revolutionized the superhero genre. This interconnected series of films, each building upon the last, created a sprawling narrative tapestry. The success of the MCU lies in its meticulous planning, compelling characters, and consistent quality. It created a shared universe that audiences were eager to invest in. The MCU's impact on the film industry is undeniable. It set a new standard for franchise filmmaking, inspiring countless imitators. The interconnected nature of the MCU created a unique viewing experience. It rewarded dedicated fans with subtle connections and satisfying payoffs. Section 6. Beyond the box office, the cultural impact of the MCU. The MCU's influence extends beyond the box office. It has become a global phenomenon, permeating popular culture in unprecedented ways. The franchise's characters, storylines, and catchphrases have become part of the cultural lexicon. The MCU has also had a significant impact on merchandising, theme parks, and video games. Its success has made superhero films a dominant force in the entertainment industry. The MCU has also sparked conversations about representation and diversity in media. Its diverse cast of characters and storylines have resonated with audiences around the world. The MCU has become more than just a series of films. It is a cultural force that reflects and shapes our world. Section 7, Breaking Barriers and Change the Game, 2018 and 2017, marked a significant turning point for representation in superhero cinema. Directed by Ryan Coogler, celebrated Afrofuturism and explored themes of colonialism, responsibility, and what it means to be a hero. Directed by Patty Jenkins, showcased a powerful female superhero who fought for justice and compassion. Both films were critical and commercial successes, proving that audiences were hungry for diverse stories and characters. These films broke down barriers and paved the way for more inclusive storytelling in the genre. They demonstrated that superhero films could be both entertaining and thought-provoking, addressing important social and cultural issues. Section 8, A Universe of Possibilities exploring new frontiers in superhero cinema. The success of the MCU has inspired studios to explore new avenues within the superhero genre. Films like 2016 and 2019 have pushed the boundaries of the genre, embracing R ratings and exploring darker, more mature themes. The superhero genre has also expanded beyond live-action films. Animated films like 2018 have garnered critical acclaim, pushing the boundaries of animation and storytelling. The future of superhero cinema is full of possibilities. As technology advances and audiences' tastes evolve, we can expect to see even more innovative and groundbreaking films within this genre. Section 9. The Fatigue Factor. Can superhero movies stay super? The ubiquity of superhero films has led some to speculate about the possibility of superhero fatigue. With multiple films released each year, concerns about oversaturation and a potential decline in audience interest are valid. However, the continued success of these films suggests that audiences are still engaged. The key to avoiding fatigue lies in innovation and diversity. Studios need to continue to push boundaries, explore new characters and storylines, and avoid formulaic approaches. By taking creative risks and offering fresh perspectives, superhero films can continue to captivate audiences for years to come. The genre's longevity depends on its ability to adapt and evolve. Section 10. The enduring legacy superheroes as modern mythology. Superhero films have become a defining aspect of modern cinema, captivating audiences worldwide with their larger-than-life characters and epic storylines. These characters and their stories resonate with audiences on a deep level, offering escape, inspiration, and a reflection of our own hopes and fears. They provide a sense of wonder and excitement that transcends age and culture. Superheroes have become our modern myths, embodying the ideals and values we hold dear. They embody timeless values of courage, responsibility, and the struggle for good versus evil. These narratives remind us of the importance of standing up for what is right, even in the face of overwhelming odds. Their stories provide comfort, entertainment, and a sense of shared experience. Watching a superhero film can be a communal event, bringing people together to share in the triumphs and trials of their favorite heroes. The superhero genre has left an indelible mark on popular culture, influencing not just movies but also fashion, toys, and everyday language. Its impact can be seen in fashion, music, art, and language. Superhero motifs are prevalent in various forms of media, reflecting their pervasive influence. As long as there are stories to be told and heroes to inspire us, superhero films will continue to hold a prominent place in our hearts and minds. They remind us of the potential for greatness within us all and the enduring power of hope and heroism.